Hi guys, Tausif here with Walk and Talk Cricket. Today we will talk about the incident where Shakib Hassan was given leg before wicket by the on-field umpire Adrian Holstock of South Africa, and then third umpire, to everyone's surprise, Langton Reserve from Zimbabwe. He saw the video, he had all the technology available, and still gave Shakib Hassan out. So just going back to, I'm obviously a Pakistan supporter, but I felt like that really left a bad taste in our mouths as well, because we really wanted it to be a fair. I mean, I guess it's still fair, it's because it's not like the umpires were still neutral, but I felt like Bangladesh were hard done there. So how and where? So if we go back to what the score was, it was fifth ball of the 11th over. The previous ball, Soumya Sarkar got out, reverse sweeping Shadab Khan. That's when they were. That was third ball of the 11th over, and they were 2 for 73. Right. That was the fourth ball, and the fifth ball was faced by Shakib Hassan. He came down. It was a full ball, but it was you can see it was a leg spinner, quite full. Hit him around middle and leg, but he came down the track. So maybe he would have been, I don't know, maybe 2.5 meters away from the pitch, from the stumps. So those were obviously on-field umpire gave it out, right? I don't think Pakistan would have reviewed it if umpire didn't give it out. So this is how it looked like to naked eye, right? It looked like he was way far down the track, and it looked like something has hit it. Anyways, the slow motion showed that there was a sound when the ball was just passing the bat. Now, the thing was, because the two frames were shown in a way that the ball was just passing and there was a sound and not next to the bat, but the other sound could have been like if the bat hits the ground. Now, there was no evidence of bat hitting the ground. Like, from all angles, there was no evidence that the bat actually hit the ground. So maybe the timing of the sound was slightly off. Slightly off, I'm not saying it's hugely off. It was slightly off, but by all means, it looked like he hit it, number one. The second thing was the distance. I don't know, was he within that? Because I know, like, for third umpires, it has to be hit in a certain distance that they can give out. I'm not sure if they did any calculations of that. The third thing, and which was the most annoying thing, was it was a leg break. So you can see that off his hand, it came like a leg break. It almost like obviously landed next to Shakib Hassan. So and it was angling in, right? So if it wasn't any bat involved, it was hit to the pads. The ball tracking was showing the ball heading off stump, right? So it was coming into the left-hander from middle and leg. So possibly, I don't know, possibly hitting leg stump or just clipping leg stump, because on-field umpire has given it out, so that would have still stayed out. But I'm just worried about the technology, because it was showing that the ball was heading off stump, middle and off, which means that it's showing it was a googly. By all means, it wasn't a googly. You can watch it again, slow motion, and you can see that it definitely wasn't a googly. It was a leg break, a quickish leg break. I mean, he's at least 2.5 meters down. So middle leg, if there was very little turn, it would have clipped the leg stump. If there was any more turn, so I don't know how the ball tracking works, because Hawkeye should have picked it that it was a leg spin, because after it pitched, it angled in to the left-hander. That's first thing. And the second thing was, obviously he hit it. Maybe the cameras didn't coordinate that well, but there was definitely, his bat didn't hit the ground. So either the ball hit the bat or the sound came from somewhere else. But the second thing was, it was a leg spinner. It came in, and the ball tracking shows that it's going to hit, it's going away. It was a googly. So that probably really sort of surprised me, because obviously I'm a Pakistan supporter and wanted Pakistan to win, but I didn't want Pakistan to win this way, and it has to be fair. So in my opinion, that was a mistake by third umpire. On-field umpire made the judgment based on his circumstances, what he saw. In my opinion, if that wasn't given out, I'm not sure if Pakistan would have reviewed it. it looked like more leg side-ish, and it looked like, would have been probably missing leg from first reaction. Anyways, yeah, so both the things went against, obviously, Shakib Hassan and Bangladesh, that the leg spin was picked up as a googly by the ball tracking, and the timing of the noise coming out of the bat. There was definitely bat didn't hit the ground, so the third umpire obviously on the mic said bat hit the ground and the bat didn't hit the ball. So one thing I really liked was Athar Ali Khan, the Bangladeshi commentator. I personally not a huge fan of him, like his commentary style, but that's I like some of his comments, but overall I don't find him that engaging. But to be fair, he was spot on. He kept on saying for next 2 overs that this is not right, and I agree with him. Most of the other commentators would have been quite diplomatic and said, oh, it happened and happens and this and that. But with all the technology available to third umpire, such a big game like a quarterfinal of a T20 World Cup, the technology failed us on 2 grounds. A, didn't pick that obviously the bat hit the ball hit the bat. Secondly, the ball tracking definitely wasn't accurate. Anyway, so that was my little episode on Sakib Hassan's dismissal. Personally disappointed because they could have made the game more exciting and would have been more fair on Bangladesh as well, because I know they got hard done in the India game as well. Anyways, you guys take care, and inshallah I'll keep on making my walk and talk videos for rest of the World Cup. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.